Welcome, folks, to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught-Hemingway, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where folks have been shouting "Hotty Toddy" since the very early hours today. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the second-ranked team, the Ole Miss Rebels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Will kick it away to start us off. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Here's the second down play. Dropping back, it's Romero. Receiver makes the catch. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return. But the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him. And this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. He'll hand it off. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they'll use the ground game here. He's found some room at the 45. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
On first down, it's play action. Short throw complete to the tight end. Finding space at the 20. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Here's a handoff on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
That play sets up a third and goal from the 5 now. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Third down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Rebels come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Brings up fourth and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And it's 7-0 after the VAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. USC offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He'll take a deep shot. And that one's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What an incredible job here by this safety. Sitting back in cover 2, almost baits the quarterback to throw this football, jumps it, and comes up with a great interception.
Getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2.
Get set, get set. Timber.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 7, USC 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play.
29 Philly.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle made after just a short gain. Important third down play coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Inside the 30 now. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the quarterback keeps it here. He's got a first down and more. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
And the Trojans pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And the wideout goes in motion. They try to run it with the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry up. The coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Second down and goal upcoming. Defense calls their third and final timeout of the half now.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Second and goal for the offense. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Brought down at the 2. After the catch, the offense close to punching it in.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. That's a design quarterback keeper. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Southern California.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good.
The extra point is good. That ties the game. And
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
number 12 set to kick this one away.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught quickly. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion makes it second and medium. Handoff running right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid game.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Rebels line up on 1st and 10 now. Here comes a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. The shotgun handoff here. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd down.
Two backs now flanking the quarterback. And he'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Let's it go. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Well, it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but the offensive line did everything in their power to give the quarterback time. Ultimately, the play just didn't work out.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. To the air. It's Romero. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Going to scramble now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Snags a quick throw. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. After a lot of time to scan the field, fires this one to the right.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. No press here. The defense backing away. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 10. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Touchdown, USC. Number 85 with the carry.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and to bring the football out to the... Rebels offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Toss play to the outside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And the returner will be brought down. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Hands off to the fullback. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the Trojans starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the football. Using his legs on the scramble. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out and keep him to a short gain.
Now it's second down here. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down after the incompletion. To throw, it's Romero. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team, trying to connect from 40 yards out. And it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
2nd down play coming up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the returner is brought down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Finding some room at the 25. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the 2nd half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Time for one more play here in the quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter.
USC 24, Ole Miss 7.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick grab. Finds room at the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. The Rebels will crank up the tempo. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll be brought down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
A field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Fired into a tight window and picked off. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. Pressure is coming. It's intercepted, an immediate pick 6. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Romero. Receiver makes the grab, and he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and his quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, SC.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Here's the point after attempt. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth.
That makes the score USC 31, Ole Miss 14.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to advance on the football.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Quick throw to the left side. It's caught downfield. And it works. The first down to the 35.
We saw this receiver in the first half have a number of inward-breaking routes, and now in the second half, we're seeing more stuff going to the outside. Good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab made by the tight end.
But I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
They look to throw it here on second down. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Bringing pressure. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Testing the right side here. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring it down. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. It was a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.